losing. Fast, really late.
Technically,
It's true.
still true, still valid.
It is 5 o'clock somewhere. I am like 5 pints deep, as the kids would say. I'm kidding. I stream sober.
I think
Fair.
this is one of the rare times when I'm like, I'm gonna have a drink.
I have water.
That's fair enough. It
We're muted.
honestly having a couple of pints would probably help me get into character.
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to in the future if you have pints available.
Oh no, I basically never drink. I feel like that would be a disaster waiting to happen.
It's good to know oneself. Good to know oneself.
Yeah. It seems like we're muted, people are saying.
Oh, we're muted?
We're muted. Yeah. We're muted.
Oh,
The
yeah,
desktop audio might be-
everyone but you only.
No. Why?
No.
Oh, also we got.
Also, hi Taimisi. Hi Luke.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. Or they
What?
can.
Working on it.
Can they now?
Can
We're
they now?
working on it.
Hi.
Can you hear the people?
Hi. Hi.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
No.
Oh, hi.
Alright.
Omega? Alpha Omega?
Try speaking now.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
We'll get this. Don't worry.
We'll get here.
Oh, no, I heard myself.
Alright, good.
Okay, cool. We're all alive. Hi Taimisi. Hi Luke.
Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
Hi, Timesy. Hi, Bad Luck.
Hello, Tamisi.
Tiomisi.
Alright.
Timesy. Tiomisi.
Tenure Michi. I think he's on record. Every pronunciation is correct.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Which one are you? Which one aren't you?
It's very generous to be like, it all works.
Tian Ichi. I like
E-
T Icky is
Tia
one of
Mickey?
my Tia Mickey is one of my favorite like bizarre pronunciations.
It's because I know how you say your name, Taimichi. Because someone gave me to you at Offkai. That's
Oh.
why. That's why I know. That sounds weird in out of context. I was an iPad baby and they gave me to Taimichi. And he was like, "Hey, I'm Taimichi." And I was like, "Oh, hi." So that's the only way I know.
She's like BB from Death Stranding, but like on an iPad.
Yeah. Digital BB.
Yeah.
I forget how to change my Fugi. So you're stuck with bird me.
I thought it was intentional. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You're feeling very bird right now.
You know,
I'm always
I thought it
feeling
was
bird.
intentional as well.
Sometimes you just gotta squawk, alright? I'm not gonna judge.
We're all bird. You did carry me. That's what I thought. Taimichi did carry me. Around Offkai. I got held by so many people, including strangers that day. They just I just got
held by
passed around
strangers.
in like to a row of people I didn't know. And they're like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fine." What a day.
You're making me jealous.
I'm making you jealous? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
You're flexing on me.
I'm so popular. So popular.
Oh no, she's going full.
Oh, no.
Getting
darn
into
it.
character already.
Method acting.
Oh, nice.
Method
Wanna
acting.
be popular. Did you guys like Wicked?
I had a very interesting experience watching Wicked.
Oh,
We did the whole car drive up watching Wicked. It was just us and then one other car. Just basically like a drive-in situation. It was pretty cool because we thought the kids would like watching the movie way better. But apparently they decided, oh, since we're not inside the theater, we could just be loud and rambunctious as physically possible. So, lesson learned, drive-in movies, don't bring your kids to it. Just put them in the theater and they'll be a lot more quiet.
Mm-hmm. My driving theater closed this year.
Oh, why did you let it?
Why did you let it?
I did. Well, it's out like an hour and a half away from me.
Oh,
It's like, well, I live in the city, so, and it's outside the city, so. But although I think my favorite movie I saw out there was Nope. I saw Nope out there. And it added to the movie because I was outdoors in a field.
Ooh,
Oh.
immersion.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Rolling.
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 Keep rolling, rolling.
I love how we all
Speaking
have
of
that
rolling.
same mindset.
That was a minefield. I'm sorry.
I think I've talked about this before, but like, when I was like 2 or 3 years old, my aunt and uncle used to drive me around like blasting fucking Rolling by Limp Bizkit, and it fucking like they were like terrorizing my mother with this because I would always like come home singing it, and just like my mom had to deal with a 3-year-old singing Limp Bizkit for like every time my aunt and uncle visited.
It doesn't sound like a problem, may I state.
No, I think she's just she has a weak spirit.
She's just not Durst coded, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's not Durst pilled.
Yeah. Well, I'm now
Love
a
you,
Creed.
Mom.
I'm now a Creed VTuber, so
Yeah.
I'm no
do
longer.
worse.
I'm now the Creed VTuber, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what VTuber I am. I guess like, I just like when I was doing coding streams, was a lot of rallies. And now I think I just fucking play Gundam music in all my starting scenes.
That's nice. Can I tell you guys the story about how I became the Creed streamer? The Creed VTuber, apparently, and it led to me having a karaoke stream. A Creed karaoke stream.
I would like to hear this story.
Sure.
Okay, so someone told Amos as in Western style guy, that I was really into Creed. And I don't know who told that to Amos. So I popped into his stream one day and he started singing Creed to me, and he's like, "Isn't your thing Creed?" And I was like, "My thing's never been Creed." And he's like, "Well, with arms wide open," and he like made up this whole like backstory about how I was deeply into Creed. And I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do with this? And then next stream, Amos shows up and he's like, "Oh, it's my favorite Creed streamer." And I was like, "Well, I was like, you know what? I don't know a single Creed song, but I'm going to do karaoke just for you. Creed karaoke." It was a bad time.
That sounds like a bad time.
But I did it. I did it for 2 hours.
Wow.
2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I know
Jesus.
a few Creed songs now.
Hell
I also did
yeah.
other music. I did mumble rock for 2 hours.
Mhm.
Wait, Bug has something to do with Creed? Oh yeah, no lyrics. I didn't look up lyrics. Why would I look up lyrics? It's on mumble rock.
God.
It sounds. It sounds. You don't need to know the words to mumble rock.
You just need to know the chorus. That's what everyone knows.
Yeah.
That's-
And
That is brilliant.
that's the song. You did the Creed thing. Bug's now confirmed that Bug did the Creed thing. Man. I have fighting words for Bugs. but I don't have a fighting emote, so you're gonna have to deal with this.
The George W. Bush of Mosey's life.
But we can get started. That was my story.
Oh,
Whenever you guys are ready.
Well, I'll just say I'm just known as the wife guy VTuber
Yes.
because of a certain little Mekamozy who keeps saying, "Oh yeah, he's a really good wife guy." It's like, oh, well, this is a good title. I don't mind.
I mean, you are a white guy.
You are my favorite wife guy.
You are something of a wife guy.
You know, there's nothing wrong with this. I'm quite proud of this.
No, like it's don't let anyone shame you for loving your wife.
Okay, I'm a dad. I am cringe. I'm a furry. There is no shame. Shame is out the door. I ain't got none of that. I'm too old for shame. I'm just gonna live my gosh dang life.
Real as
That's
fuck.
the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Look, I went to a child's birthday party about a week ago. I was the only dude wearing an Eevee hat, a Kirby shirt, and like I had like an Eevee wallet that I had out. Everyone else was like in polos and jorts.
Were you wearing flip flops?
No, because I like being comfortable. I had straight up slip on sneakers.
Wow! Call out to flip out flip flops.
But also as a Hawaiian, slippers are flip flops and flip flops are slippers.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Good to know.
And that's why you'll hear me calling flip flop slippers sometimes, which I know is a very important aspect of this world.
I mean, I can't envision you properly if I don't know what kind of shoes you're wearing at any possible moment. You know that, right?
Yeah, and I'm glad I was able to tell you.
Perfect.
I don't think I've ever worn shoes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that makes sense.
Kind of a watermelon vibe going on there.
Tayamusi has made a version of me with feet, but I don't think that one's ever worn shoes either.
Oh my god.
Wait, Impulse, have you seen Foot Kinski?
I kind of don't want to, but at the same time, my own morbid curiosity wants to.
That sounds really cursed.
Actually, maybe in the interest of not totally derailing the stream, maybe I should wait till after stream to send that.
Send it to me like at 12 o'clock at night while I'm like just about to fall asleep, so I can stay up a little bit longer.
This is fair.
All right. Well, let's get to it. So we're gonna play our first score. Where the crew is gonna do some crime, earn some coin, get some rep. They, as they say in Fast and Furious, I think you want the money and the respect. So one thing before we hop in is the idea of safety mechanics. So if something comes up that makes you feel uncomfortable, or you want to strike something from the narrative because you just don't want it in there, there's this, in theory, X card button on your screen in the lower left hand, or just call pause in our conversation and be like, well, hold up, I don't feel great about there being spiders in this. I don't like spiders. So you gotta press X to. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Of course. Thanks, V2. Thanks, Roll20. Oh wait, it does work. Okay, just didn't scroll out enough. Or you can just say pause and we'll talk it out. Because we go all sorts of routes in role-playing games, and we don't want to have a bad time. So we have safety mechanics and conversations for that. That being said and done, I have little love letters for each of you. A love letter is like a little prompt for you to read in regards to your character, to help get into character
TikTok.
and formulate what you're gonna do.
You get more follows with more. The more people who follow. There we go.
Robert, your love letter first. Would you prefer if I read it, or do you want to read it?
Will I be reading it in character?
If you
Or my
want,
character's
yes.
voice?
Yeah.
Dear Robert, yesterday morning I had to interact with your long-time low-key nemesis Frake. What was worse was he accidentally ambushed you outside your place of shelter. Frake was in fine form today in his forcefully imposed prose. What is the thing you hate the most about Frake? I hate that he thinks that he's better than everybody.
Mm.
It is wasting your time with talking. He was able to make it sound like the bad weather was your fault. Complain about politics, demeaned you for betting on the goat races, which is extremely hypocritical because Frank loses his money to cards and chess, and let a bit of useful gossip drop. He whinged about serving a noble last week. Placed all the locks after a recent break-in at Roland Wart's estate in Brightstone. Roland Wart is an influential magistrate who handles property, endowments, and financial cases. He's especially famous for his extravagant masquerades. Your pockets have been feeling light, and you reckon Warts and his guests' pockets are feeling quite full. You're quite sure even your incredibly basic rival, Mr. Frake, has not changed how he made locks in the last decade or so. The man excelled in mechanics and manufacturing, but not in the concept of security. When was the last time you picked one of Frake's locks? Probably a month ago. He made the lock to me flat and I lost my key. I don't know why I turned into a pirate there. Roland Walt's estate was open for you. What about this opportunity made you think of Paris and JoJo? I think most likely, the thing that made me think of them was just, Paris, I think, would want to get back at, you know, these rich bastards. And I think for JoJo, I think, JoJo just enjoy it. Just enjoy the fun. Get to shoot some people. Click some heads. You know?
Click some heads. They're not reveal any traumas. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. And but yeah, I think that's where Robert's at with that one. But yeah, I think Robert hates Frake because Frake thinks he's better than me because he's a legitimate business person and I'm a thief.
Oh yeah. He definitely thinks he has moral superiority over you and he lords it over you at any opportunity he can.
Exactly.
Cool. Awesome. Hopefully your voice will last a few more hours.
I'm probably not going to be speaking that much in one stretch. But I do have an army of cough drops.
Don't destroy your voice for our sake.
If it gets too bad, I'll remove the gravel.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
More gravel for me.
I'll just do my Solid Snake voice, which it hurts a little bit less.
All right. Here's for you, JoJo.
Ooh.
JoJo. Sorry.
All right. Joe, waking up early in the morning. Nice cup of water. Reading a letter. Last night you got a refreshment with your longtime pal, Rusty Shackelford. You got out a riveting show by Vice a la carte, their most popular song, The Marketplace of Souls, hit your soul like a napalm in a foxhole. Goddamn. what the song made me feel. So the Marketplace of Souls was it's like, to a lot of other people it's hype, but like, oh yeah, it's like really the let's get started type song, like the big opener. But for JoJo, like the more hype they go, the more calm and at ease he feels. Like he's very much that guy, like when everyone's like throwing up their glow sticks or whatever equivalent of that in this world. He's more just swaying back and forth very lightly, swinging the glow sticks. All right. But really, that's just for casual listeners. You have a taste. The favorite song is... Impulse isn't looking around the room for motivation right now. Favorite song is called Dog Whistle. Dog Whistle is all about whistling over the one that you love the most, treating them nice as a dog, or as rough as a dog if necessary. Some people don't get it, but I sure as hell do. Jerry's movements were punctuated and proud. It was a marvel that she could move like that, and she still filled the room with her song. She radiated in the results of long hours of practice and immediate energized passion. At one point in the show, you are certain you locked eyes with her. That moment lasted both an eternity and in an instant. She was the best, and no one can convince you otherwise. A few post-show purchases and a drink or two with Rusty, you thought your day was coming to a fulfilling conclusion. But grumbling from your idol show buddy reawakened your base hunger. Revenge. Apparently, a silent auction at the Roland Watts next party was a gilded rifle by Skolvian General Brost in the Unity War, a well-known symbol of failed resistance. It didn't belong in the hands of the dirty Duskful noble, but in the hands of a real patriot. What better way to continue revenge than to steal a national treasure back from the enemy? But you couldn't do it alone. Why does your mind wander to Paris and Robert? Well, it goes to Paris because she's in with the nobles, and she just wants to fucking get him. And Robert? Robert. A man who could tussle with the best of them, but doesn't want to come to any of your shows because he just doesn't get the kids these days. Even though I think I'm canonically older than Robert.
Robert's in like his early 50s.
Okay, so we're, like I'm a little bit, like a tiny bit younger, but age hit me like a goddamn train. Yeah, and I think that's why I probably go. My mind would wander to those two because I think like Robert sounds like a good tussle. Paris because she's in the in crowd. Love, no bugs, only featured. God dang it! Get into your gosh dang awesome tagline.
Thank you. Well, it took a long time to figure out, like, oh, this is gonna be my username from going forward. This is it. I was shocked that no one else has thought of that. But cool. Yeah, very well. What follow-up question? What was your post-show purchases?
Oh, post-show purchases. Oh, you gotta get the pins. And you can't get of just Cherry. You have to get the matching set of Raz and Blue as well, because it's like a 3-set thing. And also, there was a little bit of limited edition wooden card figure. They only had 3 of those, so I wasn't able to get one. So it's like, okay, maybe next time. They said they'll make more because it seems like they were in popular demand. Also, a handshake card. But I'm stockpiling those for an hour. Even though it's only 1 minute per person per card. I'm up to 20 cards right now, so I'm saving up for that hour.
Collector.
Awesome. And then for the last one. Paris.
Let me get into character. Dear Paris, this morning I met with your good friend Mercy, and she like runs with the bill hooks, and she's like, sure, she's like a serial killer. Sure, she is a psychopath, but she loves me or loves you and has killer style. What's your ritual go-to that you and Mercy have when you meet? Well, Mercy and I, we get lattes. And we have to like kind of color coordinate our accessories when we meet. Same color bracelets, at least. If not, Mercy won't fucking talk to me till I go home and get the right bracelet on. But lattes.
Truly.
Truly.
Lattes and color matching and bracelets.
Yes.
That's very important. Good to know.
After your greetings, you settle down for mushroom tea, seared eel, and have a good conversation. The usual chatter about what you've been up to and how you've been feeling, and like, ew, sympathizing with each other's challenges. Gross. And cheering for each other's success. But then the hot goss drops. Ooh. Mercy starts talking about some cute dolls that have been all the rage in fashion. They're called mom-mons, and they look like personified bears with like little fucked up faces. And sometimes they're called faux mamas. Those are fake ones. And they're described to have slightly fierce look, featuring brown furry bodies, wide eyes, rounded ears, 10 sharp teeth. And they do got that mischievous smile to them. Mercy shared that Roland Watt was holding a silent auction a few days to sell out 2 Mon-Mons eating cake together, otherwise known as Mon-Mon, the exciting cake scene. Anyone who could sell this Mon-Mons would do so for good money or hold on to them for prestige. Or one could desire them for even their own stake. What do I want with these Mon-Mons? Oh my god. I want to rub it into people's faces that I have 2 Mon-Mons eating a cake. I'm gonna get them painted and put on my wall. So even if they're gone, people will walk into to not daddy's house, but my future house and see the 2 10,000 calorie Mon-Mons, as I'm gonna call them, because that's a big cake they're eating. But I was cut off from daddy's money, and you were in a state of near absolute poverty. Buying them is out of the question. But if they were 3, then that's a bit different. What makes you think you could get them without consequence with the help of Jojo and Robert? Okay, so I was thinking of Jojo because, number one, I know Jojo loves cute shit. Jojo's always talking about his collection of cards with girls with cute outfits on them. Kind of creepy, but I get it. It's for him. And I think it's like, it's not like a sexual thing. I think it's just like a hobby, and everyone deserves a hobby. We talk about outfits all the time. And Robert, I think it's because not really, like, I think Robert needs to get hip with the kids. He's been trying to talk up, kind of like talk up some younger people. And I can tell he's not really in the game anymore. But this would give him street cred like no one else. Oh my god, he's got the 10,000 calorie Mon-Mons. Street cred. And what he has, that guy that he can rub it in the face of, Franklin, something like that. I can't remember his name. There you go. that was it. Okay, bye.
Man, I gotta diversify my cards. If I only have women, I gotta get some hot men up there too. God damn.
Oh boy. I gotta make a hot men dancing underground band now. Okay. Let me write that down.
Hey, don't worry. I'll send you ideas.
All right, cool.
You do have to be hip with the kids though, right?
Yeah.
As I am helping you, right? Okay.
All right. Cool.
I am hip with the kids already.
All right, there, old man. As an old man who has a completely bald top head says, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So
character is balding at the very least.
yeah. So how do you meet up and like talk about this job?
All right. I Jojo would probably be that person who's like, well, all right, I got an idea, and basically kind of would go to the meeting place first, and probably get there like 5 hours early.
Oh no.
Fall asleep, and for basically anyone else to come on in. That also imitates me, Impulse. I have to be early, otherwise I'm just being a nuisance.
Oh no.
I feel you. But okay. Yeah, I think Robert's showing up having had a few already. Kind of stumbling in wherever the meeting place has been arranged. I prefer that it be at the pub, but that nicety may not have been provided to him.
I think just because I think when it comes to heist stuff, the heavy pockets would definitely try to meet. If I remember correctly, it was behind an opium place, right, or something of the like.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like our heisty
Yeah.
place.
Oh yeah. Our hideout's in like an opium den.
Back of a hookah bar, hookahs and blow at the Silk
Okay,
Shore.
hookahs and blow.
And blow. It's hookahs and blow.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mostly because
It has
like
been a minute.
Jojo doesn't really like whispering. He's just like because got tinnitus, so you know, whispering doesn't really work well with him.
I would show up in like a Sherpa coat that has that goes all the way to the ground, and with shopping bags for department stores. And I would say, okay, like listen up, bitches.
Listening.
Like listen up. Have you guys heard of what I'm calling the 10,000 calorie Mon-Mons?
Wait, is it 10,000 calorie momos? What the hell are you talking about?
I mean,
That like a bonbon.
no.
Or
like,
a BB?
No. It's not like a child related thing. They're a collector's item. They are like cute little like fluffy dolls with little faces on them. They look kind of like they're up to no good. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is just like that fat from I think when I was a kid 30 years ago. I think they were called Weenie Weenies.
Weenie Weenies, yeah. I remember them.
Yeah, some people said these were like an investment or something.
Bubble absolutely burst.
Well, this is probably the same thing. No. Well, maybe it is. But there is like two of them and they're looking at each other and they're eating a cake. And people are losing their fucking minds over it. So here's like what we have to do. We have to go be stealing them, okay? Because think of it. You like money? I like money. You like street cred? I love street cred. Think about it.
You know, there's this rifle that I'm kind of interested in, and I think if we start with your score first, it could help me out kind of fund some things of stealing something from a noble. So I kind of like that. Start with yours, get a bigger score, go to mine. Or, Robert, you got something?
I do have a score. There's a nobleman in Brightston. Name's Roland Wart. And, you know, he's got a bunch of extravagant masquerade parties that goes to with all his other Porsche friends. he spits. And the individual who did all his locks, absolute pillock. We break in no problem at all. So if you want to steal from some rich people,
that Roland's the same guy that has the rifle I'm interested in. They're doing an auction.
Oh
my
you
God.
Don't say.
I think the Rollins guy is. Are we talking about Roland Watts? Bachelor from 5 years ago, and then he got married to Kathleen. Kathleen, she lives on the corner, and then he got divorced again, and then he became Bachelor of the Year last year. That Roland Watt.
Oh, I think we all have the same person we're going after. We really should be talking more about which person we're going to go after rather than saying, hey, we got a score, let's meet up. We got to work on our communication.
My head's a bit... my head was a bit fuzzy before I had a couple pints.
Got another concussion?
No. I just don't think too good sober.
Alright, so we got a silent auction where we get some Mon-Mons and a rifle.
Mon-Mons? A rifle? And I'm sorry, what did you want, Robert? I'm trying to be a better listener.
Fancy shit. Just fancy shit.
Okay, just fancy things. Deal.
Whatever isn't nailed down.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You got some deep pockets you want to fill.
Yeah, one could say.
Alright,
One could say.
I think we might need to... Well, now there's multiple ways we can approach this. We can either go in legitimately using some connections, I point over at the Paris, or we can find jobs and get in that way, or maybe some other way we can get on in. Maybe even offer an item ourselves that we might have.
I could get Darmot to call off the cops for a bit.
Yeah.
Probably give us an opening.
I think that's good for an escape. Now, something the war taught me is that all great plans fail when they meet the enemy. So the more complicated they get, the more likely there's going to be points of failures. So I think we need something simple, quick, and get out of there. So the cops already a great escape way.
We could just walk in and, I can just walk in there.
You just walk in and grab stuff.
Yeah, well, they're gonna stop me if I try to leave, so...
I'm a lot lighter on my feet than I look. I could always, creep about, take some jewelry and things from some rich bloke's pockets.
You know what we do? We go convince Bachelor of the Year, Roland Watt, that he's got a hot date. That's what I think. We go be like, hey, you want a hot date with this person? They're out of the house. We just go and take it. What's he going to do? Come back from his date and stop us?
I mean, there is a possibility if there's a date going on during this, all the items are going to be out for the auction. Out of the safes, out of the security cases, probably up for display in one little location. All right. Jojo with their opened up mouth scar goes, all right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to seduce him or not, but I can certainly try. Use some war stories. Use my gravelly voice on him.
I don't know if you're Roland Watts type.
Wow, he's not progressive. Okay, I understand that.
I mean, I'm just saying you're kind of old and you're not giving Bachelor of the Year, right?
I thought I was a silver fox. What the fuck?
I mean,
I
You
think he's
are.
Bachelor of the Year, not confirmed Bachelor of the Year.
That's okay. Like you have a point there. You're not confirmed Bachelor of the Year.
All right. So
These people care about prestige. Bachelor on Bachelor action.
So, convince him he's got a date. Security will have to probably go out with him out of the household, so that will lessen the security right there. We do it the day before the auction. All the items will be out, so that they can quickly roll them out for display. Or at least that's what I'm going to assume. That's how I would do it. Go in, take the items out while he is ghosted, as you know the kids would say. And get out before he comes back with the security guards.
That might like fucking work. What do you think?
It's good to me.
So now we have to find who will be our willing, dateable individual. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
I'm
got a
not from
friend?
around here. The only person I got's Rusty, and that guy, he's still trying to convince me ghosts are real.
I have a friend, but she has too much to ask. We have to go look in the history, and maybe one of you two could pass for confirmed Bachelor of one year or another. Like if we go far enough back.
Do we know if Watt is bisexual?
Do we know this?
That's a great question. Let's
Is it one of those
roll
hidden
fortune
things?
roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
So it's like one of you two could decide too, because he's known for liking both men and like women. So as long as he finds like an old famous confirmed Bachelor of the Year, it should be fine. And he won't look at me twice because I have 3 kids.
What? I thought it was just the one. Where the other two pop up?
Well, that's the thing is I had them recently.
What? What the fuck?
No, got any kids?
I'm not really interested in kids, but I mean, to each their own. Damn.
What?
Oh, I'm not interested in having kids whatsoever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were insinuating something about Paris.
No, I was just saying to each their own. You can have kids if you want, but
Okay.
not for me. I could never. Could you imagine having a kid? Yeah, that's wild.
Feels like it'd hurt.
Man.
They're fine. They just complain a lot about everything. Like, Mom, when are you gonna feed us? Mom, why can't we see Papa anymore? Mom, can you stop going to the casino with us? They complain about stuff like that.
This is why I don't have kids.
You know, I'm not gonna
I don't need
ask.
no little shit pissing me off, complaining while I'm at the track.
You know, I'm starting to think I might need to have a kid to balance out the situation here, but yeah, but we need to find a noble who's probably out right now and try to impersonate him. Now, because my glorious face here, it would have to be either a militant bastard that had suffered an injury, or Robert. It has to be someone on a little bit on the older side of things.
I mean, you both like kind of the same age, aren't you?
Well, I
Like-
was more saying because since JoJo has a massive like opening on the left side of his mouth from a napalm explosion.
The only thing is that Robert is his only real social ability is threatening,
No, that's like perfect.
which is like I suppose I could just try and do like violently flirting
God, that would
I'm,
work on me. I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, it would work on me too, but like, it's like I see why it's just like
I'm gonna turn you. I'm gonna fucking twist you up like a pretzel.
and roll that as like intimidation, but roll like command, but flirting.
Again, this would work on me just fine.
Well, it's a plan. We got a plan.
All right. So first off, we got to find a noble that's not that well guarded that you can basically impersonate.
Yeah. Okay. I think I am going to I'm going to veto my voice from earlier, and I'm going to try to do something less painful because this is actually hurting me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, this is not your fault. This is my fault. I thought I could continue doing that voice for a while, but no, this is actually painful. I'm just going to be a regular British bloke. I'll go with that. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, don't destroy your voice. I
No, have to
appreciate the
speak for
effort
a
though.
living. So anyway, sorry to break the train of thought.
No, that seems like a good breaking point to talk about your approach. So it sounds like you're kind of doing a deception slash stealth mission. You're trying to lure this nobleman out to a date with it sounds like Robert, you're going to impersonate a noble.
Yeah, and then I think Robert probably plans to like leave him with the check and sneak off to like go and take some shit for himself from his mansion and shit.
Oh, interesting. So you're gonna try and bail early to be able to go help out with the heist.
Yeah, like bail like after having like given the others enough time to set up, and just like leave the guy behind, because I think Robert wants to do shit for the he wants to he gets a thrill out of being involved in a heist and stealing shit, and I think he would like have difficulty resisting the urge to get involved.
Yeah, and I think me and Paris would essentially not start taking stuff right away, but basically making like let's say there's a gate or something or fence, making a method to where so we can be there more for than just the Mon-Mons and the rifle, that we can take other things as well. It's like, okay, we've made a system here where we just go.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out that Robert, you're the one who understands the locks on the house at this point the best.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe we should have somebody else be the bait.
I can do it. I can smooth. I can hunt, study, survey, finesse, and prowl him real good.
That's the combo.
That's the combo. I mean, finesse. I mean, we all know what that's really used for, chat. Like, let's. We all know.
You don't have any points in rec?
Look,
I'm making a vulgar gesture with my hands right now, but you can't see it.
No. Wrecking is that's not for me. I am one what would say very a nice lover. Jeez.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a bunch of points in rec. I got 8 points in rec. Let's go.
But yeah, no, I can be, since you understand the locks, it would make a lot more sense for you to be with Paris on this, and I can seduce. We would have to find a general or captain or something that's been injured, but we can make it work.
Yeah.
This is also a good way to take out a military man as well. All right.
All right. Let's see here. Do the engagement. All right. So we go through a checklist of things to consider and part of your engagement to determine what your starting position is, to see if you're either doing really well, your things are controlled, or it can go as bad as you are in a desperate position. So is this operation particularly bold or daring? I think it is. You are breaking into one of the nobles of Brightstone, and that is very bold or daring. Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? I don't think so. It's mostly contingent on A, can you get into the house, which you have knowledge on how to do, and B, the pulling this person away from the house long enough to do your business. So there is no penalty for that. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? I'll give a +1D for that because Freak inadvertently gave help. Are any enemies or rivals interfering with this operation? No. Are there any other elements you want to consider? Maybe lower tier of a target, maybe higher tier target will give you a -1D. You are going against a higher tier target, so -1 for that. So you get 2 dice to determine your position when you get started.
All right.
Who would like to? Oop.
And I think it was instead of a noble, it was like basically like a captain. Well, I guess you can say some military people are nobles, so I guess that's never mind. I take back what I said. Ignore me.
Well, it's a good thing. You start in a controlled situation.
Ooh.
So yeah, let's invent a persona for you, Jojo. What's the name of this esteemed captain?
All right, so I think I would have tried to look over some like old military records, maybe some over newspapers. Let's go with like a really like the parents tried their best to give this guy the most like badass names as possible, but it came off as cringy. Edge Maverick.
Captain Edge Maverick.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't that just sound like that super 80s, super like, hey, I'm super cool with the kids name? Yeah.
Definitely seems like someone that would show up in like G.I. Joe or something. Yeah, you have sent
Have a good one,
a
Isaac.
letter to Lord Roland Watt. He cordially accepts your invitation. What kind of venue do you are picking to have your date?
So when he accepts the thing, first off, Rusty was the one that had to write the letter. It's like, man, I just don't know how to talk. Like, do I say butt stuff right in the letter? And Rusty was like, no, that's not how you hit on someone. God damn it. First off, that's how the letter writing went. But for the venue, I would say for a first date, you got to go to a show first and then dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So that you have something to talk about during the dinner. And so
yeah.
Let's say like, because it's kind of maybe a little bit of hush of a date, that we go into like one of those low tier drama performances. Like maybe it's like one of those pop-up performances that I know about. Not one of the idol shows. I know that kind of correlates, but learning about a bunch of pop-up shows, I would also know about a pop-up performances. I would also I think I would know about just basically like, oh, there's gonna be like a pop up of Romeo and Juliet or something of the same ilk. Go there and then invite them over to dinner. Invite them over to a nice little cafe dinner, and then during the cafe dinner is when I would want to go, hey, I gotta go use the restroom, because during that performance it should give Paris and Robert plenty of time to scope out the place and set things up.
Yeah, excellent. I think your date will begin at this pop-up performance of Duskfall, Romeo and Juliet. It's a little bit different from our world of Romeo and Juliet, in which Romeo and Juliet just end up, rather than like a mutual suicide, they enter a pact and eventually get revenge on their families and like take them over. So it's more of like a forceful takeover of their families. Which leads to a bloody street battles. So a little bit more gangster version of
Godfatherness with Romeo and Juliet.
More like Romeo Must Die.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, you meet him out in front of in the in kind of the area around where the pop-up performance is, and he is dressed discreetly but sharply. Very very dark suit, black suit, very indistinguishable features, but you can also kind of tell that like he is followed by several of his personal security, or at least you can kind of tell that there's a couple people around. You're not sure how many, but you see like one or two people that look definitely like escorts that are off to the side. And he greets you. Good evening, Captain Maverick. Thank you for this invitation.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to like. I basically go in for like a hug, and then realize, oh wait, maybe he's not comfortable with that. Then go for a good handshake. But like it's that wrist around wrist handshake. It's like, it's a pleasure to meet you too. There. It looks at the security guards and jokingly goes, hey, I didn't know you wanted a whole group thing. Hey, it's not my flavor, but I'm willing to try new things. And like kind of give him like a little a little hit on the chest, like oh, haha, jokes.
Yeah, he smiles at this and he nods his head. I appreciate your understanding.
Someone is someone like Edge Maverick accepted my invitation, and for something a little bit more on the hush hush side of things.
Well, I appreciate your discretion. I wasn't sure what to make of you, but I'm interested to see how this evening goes, as he gives you a once over.
He would basically see like I'm wearing like a modified version of official uniform. Basically it's just kind of like it looks semi-official, but like with all like the pins and stripes taken off, but still not ratty, but still like, okay, this person maybe was in the war, but like nothing really that big.
All right.
Like he's not super big shots. Like, oh, okay, that person was probably like a soldier, but it kind of shows like, hey, I respect the military here. Meanwhile, JoJo in their head is very much trying not to throw up.
Yeah. I think I think it might be good to do an action roll to see how well you are able to impress upon him your identity.
First roll.
Yeah. So let's talk about how to do action rolls.
All right.
So, interestingly enough, player states their goal. I assume your goal is to make this man believe you are who you say you are.
Yes.
You get to choose the action rating, which is the little actions off to the side of the character sheet on the right. So like hunt, study, survey, tinker, etc., etc. And Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually do study because I would have had to study up on the uniforms of of these guys, make sure that it kind of matched up, and also a little bit on Edge Maverick as well to make sure it's like, hey, I'm getting a little bit of his mannerisms correct.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Then the GM sets the position. Your position is controlled because that's what you rolled on your engagement. And your effect. Your effect is standard. You if you succeed, you get what you want. It's a normal result. And now we can add bonus dice. So there are ways to increase your roll or increase or change your position and or your effect, or your position effect if you so desire. So you have 2 dice you start off with because you have 2 pips in study.
Ooh.
If someone can assist you, you get an additional die, and if someone assists you, they mark 1 stress. Stress is an economy for seeing how far you can push yourself before you either break or you finish the mission. And then if you can get an additional die, if you push yourself, which you would mark 2 stress, or you accept a devil's bargain, which there's a little bit of a narrative thing that occurs where we basically agree to some sort of cost up front. Like you either pay a coin for something, or you alert someone else of what you're doing or something like that, regardless of the outcome of the roll.
All right. I think I'm going to push myself just because the whole plan kind of continges on me succeeding here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so where would I mark off on here? Oh, so I'm going to mark off 2 stress. There we go. So 3 dice, right?
Yeah. And what you can do is you can click on the study text and it'll walk you through the different parts of the action roll.
All right. It says position controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Am I desperate or fortune roll? I'll just do controlled.
Yes.
Ooh. Standard, limited, standard, bonus dice. I think I just get one more from the stressing.
Yep.
And then I roll. There we go. Okay.
All right.
415.
So on a controlled, a 4 or 5, you hesitate. You can withdraw, try a different approach, do it with a minor consequence. A minor complication occurs, you have reduced effect, you suffer lesser harm, or you end up in a risky position. So for what would the consequence be here?
I'm sorry I didn't roll a 6, guys. I'm so sorry.
How dare you not control RNG?
Wow, chat, they're already sending me so many messages. Wow, Moozy, you did not have to send that many middle fingers.
Oh my god. I did.
I think he's a little put off by your mannerisms. It's a little too friendly for the start of a first date. I think I'm gonna, for a minor complication, I'm gonna start a clock. Clocks are things that tick down over time. And once a clock is filled, it will the effect will happen. So let's see if I can remember how to add a clock. It's in this esoteric system. Not keyboard. I want. Here we go. Rollable tables. Terrible, terrible name for.
Yeah, they could have thought of a better name.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's so I had to upload the clocks as like different rows in a table. It works technically. Change layers, tokens. But I'll start a 6-click tick clock to we'll call it ends the date. He walks out on the date.
Oof. I'm using way too many puns. Like during the days, like darn, I can't think of any puns right now. I'm failing. I'm failing as a father. No.
Oh boy, now it has to come naturally. It always has to just like come at the moment, doesn't it?
Yep. Oh wait, that's why he left, because I forced it.
Oh, well, he hasn't left yet, but he's at risk of leaving. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, that was too much work for that. All right, cool. But before you have much more interaction between the two of you, the play starts. So you're kind of saved by having to continue that part of the conversation.
All right, it's very much one of those type of plays where there's just a whole bunch of benches set up, and we're all at like equal level, looking up a little bit at a makeshift stage. And I goes like, when I thought they're gonna do Mallet instead of Romeo and Juliet, but I think I like the changes from the compared to like no, not changes. Sorry, differences. Different. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word.
He hums and glances your way a little bit and asks, "Are you much into the drama scene?"
Well, I really do love performances quite a bit. Some of the performances I go to, you probably would have never heard of. I don't even want to really talk about it, but I guess you could say so.
As you say that, the not so Romeo and Juliet begins, and this version famously starts at the end. Um, and they Romeo and Juliet come onto stage with pistols covered in blood and declare their love over the bodies of their fallen family members. They fire off several rounds into blank rounds into the air.
Jojo winces a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh, I didn't think they'd use I thought they'd use actual sound effects, not blank. Oof.
Oh no, is Jojo getting a little bit of
a tiny bit. Too close. Jojo wants to be far away. There's a reason why he's a sniper.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Let's cut over to Robert and Paris. You're at the back door of this place, and at the understandably it's locked, but the lock looks very familiar.
So, would this be? I'm gonna try to pick it. I'm gonna pull out my fine lockpicks, which I presume is like, you're allowed to just pull out an item, if it makes sense and fits within your load.
Right? Oh shit! I forgot about load. All right, so pick what we're supposed to do at the start of the score is pick your load. Load kind of indicates how many items or ticks of items you can have. So you can have light, normal, or heavy. Light usually is better for situations like you're in social situations. Normal is probably when you're just about in the streets, and heavy is good if you're ready to like go do a siege.
Yeah. So for me, technically, and like the way items and stuff in this work or in this game work is like, you determine you have it basically when you need it, and then you have it for the rest of the score, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so thankfully, being a lurk, my lockpicks don't count against my load, which is nice. So I'm gonna take my fine lockpicks and start picking this this lock to the back door.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Tinker.
Okay.
The position, or makes sense to do Tinker. You're in a controlled position. You're not in any particular rush at the moment. There's no one around. Your effect would normally be standard, but I think because they're fine lockpicks, you get to upgrade to great effect. Though I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, we'll see when we roll the dice. Is anyone assisting you?
I can help. I don't know how to help though, but I'll take the stress and help. We need to get in. So.
Maybe you could be like a lookout, or you could advise if you have some experience with locks. That would be a narrative way to do that. The mechanical way to do it is you just mark one stress on your stress track, and the roller gets a dice.
I'm standing behind you. I'm looking around, and I'm tapping my foot in an impatient manner. It's dreadfully annoying.
I can't imagine this is helpful, but I'll say the pressure. I work better under pressure type thing. Are you just marking off the stress and then I roll with the bonus die?
Yeah.
Is that how we do it? Okay.
I think so.
Yep. Do you want to push yourself or take a devil's bargain?
What would the devil's bargain be?
Well, that's a good question. Maybe like there would be evidence of you having tampered with this lock.
Sure, I'll take that. I'm rushing because I'm rushing a bit, so I'm probably making a little bit of a mess of things, and I'll take the okay. Okay.
Ooh.
5.
So I could pull back, or I
You could.
get away with a minor consequence, right?
Yes.
I believe in Blades you're supposed to know the consequences like before you roll, but like
Yeah, we can do that.
I think that's how it's supposed to be done, but I don't mind either way.
No, that makes sense to me. It's good to know consequences ahead of time. So that way you're like, okay, yeah, this is something I want to risk for. I think the
yeah, you allude to them. It's like it could be, or it could be,
I think the consequence will be it takes you longer than desired, and I'll take the clock for Roland leaving the date.
Okay, I'll take that then.
Cool.
Get in. Accept that. And how does the heightened effect manifest?
Yeah. Let's say what happens when you do something great. we said you've left evidence. You're here. And the consequence is you took a little time. I think you're when you get into the basement of this place, this seems to be like storage. You're very you take a moment to like listen around. There's not much here of immediate interest. It's like a lot of boxes and cloth draped over various things. You could look through it if you wanted, but the thing that makes it great is you're very certain there's no one else on this floor with you. And
I
you're
just
in.
want to look around.
Yeah, let's get going, I say, cracking my knuckles.
All right, let's get going.
All right. Yeah, you find a stair. There, you find another room out into the hallway. You think it's a wine cellar, and there is a staircase that leads up to a trap door in the ceiling, which presumably gets you to the base level.
Like, I think we go up.
Appear to be it.
I take point and then I go up the stairs to the trap and I peek my little head through the trap door and look around. And if anyone's there, they'll just see my little eyes peeking out.
God, that's horrifying.
You don't see anyone else around. You looks like you are in a storage room or a pantry. Yes, like a pantry that leads out into the kitchen.
Like, Rob, there's no one here, I say as I open the. What is it, like an attic door? The attic door. And I'm saying, there's no one here, but there's a bunch of bread, I say as I walk through. Where do you think they keep it?
What you mean the mon?
Yeah, in the gun and whatever you're looking for. I say as I take a bright bite from a baguette that I'm holding in my hand.
If there's gonna be an auction, I imagine there's probably like an auction floor and the can we do a flashback real quick?
Yeah, you may.
Can I use survey to say I had kind of cased the joint a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say it takes 1 stress to do the flashback, and you are in a and the roll is controlled standard.
Okay. I will push myself for funsies to do a little better, just because I think that's fun. Pushing myself always works out.
Yeah. You have a firm understanding of the layout of this place. And its various entries and exits. You're used to doing this kind of work. You know, as a lockpick, you're like, oh yeah, gotta go check the place out, see where you can get in, where you can get out, with kind of an idea of the layout of the floor.
And would I know where like they'd have like the kind of auction items being displayed?
Yes, there is a it is like a showing room adjacent to the ballroom. You would head out of this out of the kitchen, go down a hallway, and you'd eventually end up in this ballroom and then the showroom. There's also another place where they could be stored, which would be upstairs. So you think that it might be in one of those two places?
There's like a display room adjacent to the ballroom, but they might also be storing some stuff upstairs.
That means we have to go 2 different directions. Like, hate that. Well, we should start to get going, I say as I keep eating the bread and I leave.
All right, I follow.
The bread is really good. It's probably it's reminiscent of the bread that you had when you're living with Daddy and you had money.
I give some to Robert because Robert deserves to know what good bread tastes like.
Oh,
I indulge.
God, this sounds like the conversation I had with Shade, where all I would buy was the wheat $1 loaf of bread. She's like, "No, buy the buttermilk." I was like, "No, it's $2 more." And now I can't
Just
go
have-
back. Thanks, Shade.
You got that good bread once and you can't go back.
Nope.
So we keep walking down the hallway or towards the general direction. And I ask Robert, do you want to go like upstairs first or downstairs?
Do we start to hear anybody as we like exit the kitchen?
you do. You hear the click of shoes on marble down the ways.
All right. I'll try to hide if I can, or like just kind of stay away from any major sight lines, but I think first thing we could check is the display room, but I imagine that one's probably got a lot of foot traffic.
What if we like do a little makeover and we find where their costumes are hanging out and then we put on the costumes and we look like we're supposed to be here, like we're have jobs.
Well, actually, can I say, well, I already brought myself a disguise, and I take off my cloak to display a lovely tuxedo that I had made with what little money I had.
Wow.
So that'll be one of my 3 load.
Yeah, go for it.
Wow. All I brought was manacles and chains. I say as I show my manacles and chains, which are free, by the way, but I'm gonna lock it in.
I don't like that they were free. Why were they free? What were you going to get
free.
into?
It's called italics on my load. I came in with like a chain dress and manacle dress. So I'm exceptionally I might be exceptionally loud.
Are you just jangling?
No, I'm not jangling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could be jangling. Do I jangle? Maybe I jangle.
No. You got that like the little noise stopper that you put on keychains, just that little leather straps in between all the metal parts.
Ooh, it could be just be a couple chains. It's not getting overwhelming. So, like, how about this? Since you're all dressed up for a real auction, how about we check upstairs first for our 10,000 calorie mammon?
All right, sounds good to me.
And whatever you want.
Yeah, so can we go up without...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're trying to like sneak your way up to this showroom. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
All right. I think that sounds like a group action.
Okay.
So what you do is you would add the dice between you. You have you choose a leader, and whoever leads that action will take stress depending on how many dice are failures.
So,
Interesting.
which action are we currently doing?
It sounds like you're trying to do a prowl, which prowl about unseen and traverse obstacles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that
I'm
sounds prowl as hell. Prowl as hell.
I'm not very much help for Prowl, as in I have no points in it.
I guess that makes me the leader by default.
I had one in prowl. I could have helped.
I have 2 in prowl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I get that for free as a lurk. Okay. So do I just roll prowl?
Yeah, let's say it's risky because there are staff moving around in this the rest of the house.
Oh boy.
So,
Can I trade position for effect?
I was gonna say it's standard, so you can. So what'd that do? Make it desperate great?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Also,
Excellent.
when you roll a desperate action, you get an experience point. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, that's everyone gets that, or whoever rolls gets that that experience point. I think since you're technically taking the consequences as well, Paris, I think you get that as well. So, get an experience point.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo! Wait, I don't get one.
I don't know where to put
Okay.
it on the sheet. I'm working at 1 XP. I'll figure out where to put it later.
Yeah, so the reason I did that is because I'm a daredevil, and I get 1 additional die to any any desperate action I perform. So effect, great. Bonus dice 1. Let's fucking throw it. Okay, 5.
All right.
It's my highest. This is
All
gonna be.
right. You do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer severe harm, a serious complication occurs, or you have reduced effect. So you succeed in sneaking into the showroom. Oh yeah, I know. So you get into the showroom, and you lock the door behind you. The the various things for silent auction are here, but there's a ghost floating in the center of the room, glaring at the both of you, and asks, "Who the hell are you?"
Oh, they're fine then, since that's just in their heads.
I say, rolling my eyes. I'm like here to get my stuff. Who the fuck are you?
I'm security.
Well, if you were security and you were security, you'd know who the fuck I am. And you know that I'm here to get my things. Just because you're dead doesn't mean that you can't actually, I don't know, read a newspaper.
I have no fucking clue who you are. That is true. But that makes it so that you shouldn't be here.
Well, what do I have? What can I do against a ghost as Paris?
Do you have anything like command consort sway?
I have a command. It's time to start yelling at ghosts.
You want to yell at the ghost?
When you unleash physical violence, especially especially frightening, when you command a frightened target, get 1d. Okay, so it's not frightened yet.
I can assist with command if you want. I do have a point in it.
Sure.
But... So how does that work again?
So you're just helping, doing assist?
Yeah, because it sounds like the plan is now to command and try to intimidate him.
Yeah, you can assist. Yeah. What do you say to try and bolster what Paris is trying to say?
I just I think what I'm doing is just hitting the ghost with a death glare. That's what I'll say.
A death glare.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, Robert's a big burly fellow. Like just trying to use his size mostly to intimidate.
All right. So you're trying to cow this ghost. I'm gonna say that's desperate limited. He is a ghost. It looks like he was killed in some by there's like a spectral spear protruding through his chest. Pretty certain that's what the thing that got him in the end. He is incredibly dead, and also ghosts are pretty scary. So the outcome is going to be fairly limited. I don't. There's not a lot of things a ghost could be scared of.
Fair.
Well, I ain't afraid of no ghost. But I didn't do very good.
Oh no.
Jesus. It could be worse.
Could have been worse.
Did you roll? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Well, you get an experience point because you rolled desperate. I think this is a great time to cut back over to JoJo.
Oh.
Yeah. So the performance is done. In what? How does Duskfall Romeo and Juliet end?
Well, it did the whole trick of like now we're at the ending and the exact same is like, oh, it's actually gonna be ending. But I kind of want to imagine like they get Bonnie and Clyde at the very end by like law enforcement. Like they like it was like this big show's like, yeah, we took over the mob boss, we killed everybody. But then as they're like opening up the doors, it's like John Marston meeting like like opening up the doors from Red Dead Redemption. They just have like hundreds of cops, and like it kind of like just fades to black as hundreds of gunshots are heard.
Yeah, it seems like Roland Watt really likes that part, and he gives a hearty clap for that.
Seems like crime does not pay at all. Never does. If you work hard, you'll be a law-abiding citizen. You won't end up like Romeo and Juliet.
How does he respond to that?
JoJo's lying out of his ass.
Yeah, it sounds like you should sway him. He doesn't look particularly convinced. Go ahead and make a sway roll.
Oh, you mean with my one
oh.
singular dice?
Yeah. You only need one, right?
What's the position?
The position is risky standard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Risky standard because the beginning of it didn't. I didn't sway him. That bonus dice 0. All right.
Nice.
Oh, 3.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, you don't have any. You don't have any points in Sway.
Nope, I got nothing in Sway.
Oh
What?
damn.
Well, it's already rolled, but you can push yourself to get yourself a die in the future.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool, but I guess not.
Hey, at least you get experience points, so that's
Oh
something.
wait, where did I mark that on this thing?
So you can either put it on the playbook advancement track at the kind of near the bottom, or you can mark it in one of the tracks on the right for insight, prowess, or resolve.
I will put it on
says
the
on my sheet,
playbook
every time you
advancement.
roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute.
Oh, okay. So you put it in resolve.
Yeah.
Let me remove that and put it in resolve. There we go. Oh, look at that. You know what? Just be honest. I just wanted the experience points. I saw you guys get one. I was jealous.
Yeah. So I'm gonna update this clock. By 3 ticks.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah. So he's almost done with this date. He's kind of like he didn't really respond, but the look on his face really told he was did not agree with your statement. This man is an aristocrat and does not think particularly well of, quote, the working people. They're and with that, you would believe that they are beneath you as well. So, but he kind of soldiers on and says, "Did you have you had a cafe in mind after this?"
Oh yeah, it's not too showy or anything. There's a cafe that has some nice, like the blackest coffee that'll go down your gullet, and the whitest of milks that you can put in it.
It does sound satisfying at this hour. You go ahead, lead the way.
I certainly will. I am gonna try to use I feel like this is kind of a little bit of a risky thing, but I'm gonna try to purposely take the long way.
Oh.
So that because I think maybe I feel like he's probably gonna want to leave here shortly.
Yeah.
Or do I want to try to get there as quickly as possible so that I can ding dong ditch? Actually, no, I don't know why I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can ding dong ditch him at the cafe. So I take him to the nearest cafe, which is just called. It's one of those ones that says cafe, but it has a little line above the F, which no one really understands how you're supposed to pronounce that. So everyone just calls it cafe.
Absolutely. Yeah. What would be a good role for that?
I would almost want to say survey because okay, we go from here to over there quickly. I think survey, but I mean like you can definitely push back on that.
No, that makes sense to me. Go ahead. I think
this time I will.
Standard.
Yeah, I think I will push myself here, so I'm gonna mark off 2 more stress. All right, risky, standard, and I get 1 bonus dice. All right, let's go. Come on, hold on, wait.
Oh yeah, hear that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah. I sorry, I had to hear the beautiful dice. Damn it!
Oh boy.
You almost got it.
Hey, at least it's not a disadvantage, so it's a mixed. So you're essentially trying to buy some time. So you're successful in that. I'll untick one tick for the clock that Roland ends the date. Because you can technically leave the date, and he hasn't left the date yet. So, see here. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect, or you end up in a desperate position. Um.
I don't like that laugh. Whenever the GM laughs, you panic. You start going like you start whirring like crazy.
Yeah. So you arrive at the cafe, and you notice that eligible bachelor, Mr. Captain Edgelord Maverick, is actually on the other side of the room. You've been seated and you've had your drinks ordered, and you finally got to look around. He's over there on the other side of the room. And you may have noticed that other eligible bachelor, Roland Watt, has sat down with somebody.
Oh God. Oh God. I might be F'd here, guys.
No, you got this. You can save this.
Okay.
We believe in you.
And he knows.
But
Okay.
let's go. Let's jump back over to our other friends.
You can't. Oh no! It's just like the anime with the cliffhanger ending. Oh God! I'll be over here formulating. You...
So yeah, the ghost. You failed to cow this ghost into doing what you wanted to do. And what it does, it just kind of rolls its eyes at you and just kind of puffs up like in a balloon for a moment, and just lets out this horrendous soul rending screech that seems to just penetrate the walls of this manor. It is horrifying. Ghosts are very scary, and as a consequence, you both suffer a level 1 harm of spooked.
Let's see, where do I mark this?
So there is a place kind of in the center on the left, underneath the stress for harm. There
Okay,
is a
so
1 level underneath.
So spooked on harm.
Spooked
Okay.
on harm.
Spooked on harm.
Gotcha.
What's a spirit bane charm?
That's a great question. Where does it say in this bloody book? I think it's mostly to like try and ward off spirits temporarily.
I'm going to pull out my spirit bane charm.
Excellent.
It's italicized, so it's free. And I'm going to say, listen, Mr. Rollins gave this to me so that I can come grab my things because he took them. And he knows I don't like it when people took them. So I'm going to look and I'm going to throw it in the ghost general direction. Hoping that it does what I think it's supposed to do? Question mark?
Yeah. So it says here, a small arcane trinket that ghosts prefer to avoid.
What's this
Yeah.
trinket?
So
Thought
you
so.
can. I think you're attempting to abjure this ghost, at least temporarily. I'll say it is desperate limited. If you succeed, they will be disabled for a moment, but not for very long.
I'm going to do it. This charm looks like a signet ring. It's Daddy's signet ring, and I took it before I left. That's what I
Take
did.
that.
I'm
Take
going
that,
to
Daddy.
take that, Daddy. I'm going to push myself. I feel like I'm trying to command still?
Command or attune. The tuning is kind of the ghost magic thing.
Oh, we're not attuning here.
You're trying to I guess you're trying to threaten them, so
Yeah.
you could do a command.
I'm going to stick with command. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not trying to dispel the ghost, I think.
Oh, okay, you're just trying to spook them.
Yeah. With like this sigil ring. Okay, push myself, so I got a bonus dice, and here we go. Wow, that's a 4-1. That's not the worst.
Yeah, you succeed,
Not the
but at a
worst.
cost.
Don't forget to mark that that XP.
The cost is... who knows?
I'm trying to figure out. Severe harm, a serious complication occurs, or you have reduced effect. I'm not going to reduce the effect. It's already limited. So, I think the ghost possesses you and is attempting to attack Robert. So one thing you can do when a thing does not go your way is you can choose to resist a consequence. Sorry for not introducing this earlier, but so what you do is you roll a number. You say you want to resist a consequence, and you roll a either a resolve, an insight, or prowess roll. So depending on like contextually what it is that you're trying to do. So if you're like trying to resist like a physical thing, it'd be prowess, or if try to resist it intellectual thing, it would be insight, or resolve for like a social thing.
So in this case, it would most likely be a resolve if I'm trying to resist it.
Yes.
Or I'm assuming is where we're going with this. Okay.
That seems reasonable. So you'd roll 2 dice, and then what happens is you take the highest number and subtract it from 6, and that's how much stress you have, and then you just resist the consequence, or at least partially resist the consequence.
Sure.
In this case, I'll say you do fully resist the consequence. Awesome. All right, so you mark 3 stress.
Oof.
Yeah, tell me how you resist this ghost possessing you.
The ghost tries to possess me, and then I just kind of like, I can't, and then I punch it with a signet ring. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but like, I'm gonna start punching.
Yeah.
Because the ring's on my hand.
You punch it, and like, it turns out like it's a fairly effective like anti-ghost device when applied, directly to the forehead. Sorry. It caught like you smell like burning ectoplasm as it like burns into his flesh a little. He lets out a horrid screech in pain and just like sneers at you. Like it says, I don't have to put up this fucking shit. I'm dead, and it's like flies through the wall.
Like, good riddance. Robert,
hear-
Robert, are you okay? Are you hurt emotionally? Because I don't give a shit.
I'm not, but glad to hear. All right, let's see what we can steal.
Yeah. So prominently displayed are the two items that you're looking for. There's the rifle, the gilded rifle of the Scottish general, displayed on like a gun stand. There is the Mon Mon's eating cake series. Definitely does not look like the Labubu eating cake scene. Definitely not. What else in there? What other things for Robert and Paris? Like, what other thing catches your eye beyond like the thing that you're looking for that a rich person would silent auction off?
I think Robert sees like a scepter. Like some old like royal scepter type thing.
And Paris would see a skull with a bullet hole in it. And she'd be like, oh my god, is this the assassinated skull of Robert Caligula Nero Kennedy? Oh my god. She would hold it up. Like, this has to be worth something.
Jesus Christ.
I love it so much.
That's
Yeah.
the thing I see.
Robert Caligula Nero Kennedy is
Robert
incredible.
Wait, was it Robert Nero Caligula Kennedy or?
yeah, that's the person. Robert Nero
Okay.
Caligula Kennedy.
Let
Yeah.
me just put this down in my notes so I can look at it later and be like, oh my god. This is in the story now. Yeah. You you hear footsteps rapidly approaching the door. What do you do?
Is there like a window or another door out of the room?
There's not another door, but there are several windows that face out onto a street.
I think it's time to grab some shit and wreck some window.
All right,
I
let's
think
jump back.
so too. Sorry, do we have like climbing gear? Do we need climbing gear?
If-
I could.
Go ahead.
I think we're on the first floor, aren't we?
The
Ground floor?
yeah, you're on the first floor.
Okay, I thought we were higher. No worries.
No, okay. Maybe. Yeah, maybe Paris could smash the window and we could go. We could start running.
All right, you smash open the window. As you're getting out through the broken glass, the door bursts open and like uh, a maid and a butler appear in the doorway. The maid has a revolver, and the butler has a saber. The she immediately starts firing at you. I think at this point. So, who's the last one out of the room?
Probably Robert.
All right, Robert. You have a level 2 harm coming at you for just bullet wounds to the back.
Got it.
Would you like to resist?
Yes, please.
All right. It seems like a resolve roll. Unless you
Would
have.
prowess make sense? Because I'm getting
Oh.
shot.
Different windows. All right. Prowess? Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll that.
Yeah. All right. Mark only 1 stress. You manage to like pull yourself through the window in time. You feel the breath of bullets whizzing past you.
Yeah, I hear the crack overhead. I'm like, oh god.
Let's jump back to Jojo real quick.
I think,
So yeah, the real.
I
Oh, sorry. Did you want to do
think
something?
he stepped away.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah, he gave a BRB.
oh, sorry, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just saying that before you set the scene. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you know, if kids need things, then that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's come up with a couple of things. So, like, how do you transporting the various goods that you have?
I brought my stroller, my kid's stroller.
Do you have
Why did
the
they come back at like the worst possible? Kid's stroller.
Let's say I throw on my fine shadow cloak and hide them under, or hide the stuff I'm stealing under it.
Yeah, makes sense. The cool scepter and the rifle you're able to tuck away underneath. Meanwhile, Paris has the 2 Mon-Mons, their little cake pedestal, and the skull. In the stroller, and you're racing down the cobblestone streets.
This is just like 50 Cent, blood on the sand.
Yeah, it's just like 50 Cent blood on the sand.
Gosh darn it.
As 50 Cent once said, that bitch took my skull.
He sure did.
He did.
I know he did.
That's one of my favorite games.
I didn't see you as a blood on the sand kind of guy. But
yeah.
I mean, the gameplay's good. It's solid.
Yeah, it's like a surprisingly solid like third-person shooter. It's just elevated by being one of the funniest games of all time. I need to stream that one day.
Mm-hmm.